Tracy here from Team Volunteerability at the Sunshine Coast Hackfest. We started off on Friday night with some discussions about amazing place here on the Sunshine Coast, great resources, and our volunteers are one of the greatest assets that we have. One of the challenges for a lot of organisations is that their volunteers are a little bit older, which is great from an experience point of view, but there's also a level of value that gets added with that youth, the innovation, just different frames of reference and thinking that we could all benefit from. So we actually sat back and had a look and thought, how can we actually make that a bit more engaging, a bit more attractive to somebody who is a little bit younger or new to the volunteering game, who just don't really know what that all entails. We looked at some of the ways that we could help to support that, whether it was rewards or peer recognition. And by rewards, it may be mentoring, it may be a whole lot of different things, it may be connections within the communities that you want to get involved with. And we looked at a solution which was actually involving some time tracking, where it would be a really simple thing for a volunteer to just click on a button and say, hey, I'm updating this website now, and click on to finish off that task. And all of a sudden we've got that information going directly back to a volunteer coordinator who can help to support the volunteer in the things that are most important to them too. So what we're actually proposing, although we've got like a myriad of different things and great information and feedback that we've got from different people from volunteer organisations and potential volunteers, experienced volunteers alike, is that we've got a time tracker as our first start with this, and then we plan to expand on out from that. But what we'd really like to do is find some way to support this right now. So here's just a quick snap of what we think that this will look like. I've also got some great feedback from Sean Bannister from Silicon Coast, who has so many young entrepreneurs, and digital experts in that space that is trying to do exactly the same thing. So here's a look at that.
Hey, I'm Sean Bannister from Silicon Coast. We're a not-for-profit that supports entrepreneurs, creators and technologists on the Sunshine Coast. Volunteers are really, really important to us, and we'd support any platform that allows us to better support our volunteers so that they can do the work that they do so wonderfully. And also just a way to get more young people involved. If we could gamify the platform, it'd be amazing, just to really speak to them on their level and give them a reason to help us help the community. So yeah, anything that allows us to better support those volunteers on the Sunshine Coast would be amazing for us.
And let's see how we can get some sponsorship to make this happen and make the Sunshine Coast an even better place.